Pain, my friend. It's the language they taught you before you even knew how to speak your own. They handed you a script soaked in blood and told you to recite it until you lost your voice. And what did you do? You obeyed. You played the part, didn't you? Took every hit, swallowed every insult, and let their laughter echo in your empty, broken chest. But here's the thing they didn't count on. Pain doesn't just break. It teaches. It sharpens. It carves a path so deep inside you that it becomes impossible to fill with anything but rage. And rage. Oh, that's where the magic happens. Let me tell you a secret about this twisted little world. People only respect two things: fear and results. And you, my unfortunate friend, have the power to give them both. But first, you need to understand one simple truth. You owe them nothing. Not your kindness, not your forgiveness, and certainly not your silence. They taught you pain, then you teach them regret. You take every ounce of that misery they shove down your throat and turn it into a weapon so sharp it cuts through their very existence. Let's talk about regret for a moment, shall we? Regret isn't just a feeling. It's a sickness. It's waking up every day, wishing you could undo what can never be undone. It's the weight of your choices pressing so hard on your chest that breathing feels like a luxury. And here's the beauty of it. Regret doesn't need fists to hit harder than any punch. It's silent, relentless, and it lingers like a shadow you can't outrun. That's what you're going to give them, but not yet. Not until you've built yourself into something they can't ignore. You think you're broken? Good. Broken things are sharp, unpredictable, and dangerous. A shattered mirror doesn't reflect, it cuts. You're not here to play nice or seek their approval anymore. You're here to remind them that the monster they created has teeth. And those teeth, oh, they bite. They bite so damn hard that even the thought of you will make them tremble. People like them, they thrive on weakness. They sniff it out like wolves, tearing apart anything that doesn't fight back. But here's where they messed up. They didn't kill you. No, they left you breathing, thinking they'd broken you enough to stay down. But surviving, that's your rebellion. Breathing, that's your revenge. And rising, oh, that's your masterpiece. Don't waste your time on apologies or explanations. They don't deserve to understand you. They don't deserve your words, your tears, or your second chances. What they deserve is the cold realization that you're not their victim anymore. You're the storm they can't escape, the nightmare that keeps them awake at night. You're not here to forgive. You're here to remind them that every scar they left on you is a debt they'll never stop paying. But remember this, regret isn't just about revenge. It's about evolution. It's about taking everything they threw at you and turning it into something so powerful, so unstoppable, that even you won't recognize yourself. It's about building a version of you that doesn't flinch, doesn't beg, and sure as hell doesn't break. So go ahead. Let the pain fuel you. Let it drive you. But don't let it define you. You define it. You take control of the narrative they tried to write for you and burn it to ashes. Because in the end, it's not about getting even. It's about getting ahead. It's about making them realize that the pain they gave you wasn't a chain. It was a key to unlock the darkest, most unrelenting parts of yourself. And now it's your turn to teach, to show them that pain isn't just a punishment, it's a lesson. And how they're going to learn. Lesson number 1, you don't mess with someone who's learned to love the fire they were thrown into. So, what are you waiting for? The world's already turned its back on you. Now it's your turn to show it what happens when you stop caring about playing fair. They taught you pain. Now teach them regret. You know, the funny thing about people is that they always think they're untouchable. They believe their actions won't echo, that their cruelty won't circle back and bite them. But you're living proof that every action has a consequence. They tried to bury you under mountains of shame, guilt, and fear, but they forgot one thing. Seeds grow in the dark. And now, look at you. You're not just a product of their mistakes. You're the reckoning they never saw coming. Oh, I can see it in your eyes. You're still hesitant, still holding back. Let me make this simple for you. Regret isn't about violence, not always. It's about showing them what happens when you rise, not fall. When you take everything they stole from you and rebuild it into a fortress so high, they can't even see the top. It's about making them choke on their own words, their own arrogance, until the very sight of you is a reminder of their failure. But don't misunderstand me. This isn't about becoming like them. No, that's too easy, too predictable. This is about surpassing them, about showing them that their petty little games, their cheap shots, were nothing more than fuel for a fire they'll never be able to extinguish. Because here's the truth they don't want you to know. The strongest people are forged in pain. And you're not just strong, you're unbreakable. And that scares them? They'll try to pull you back, you know. Whisper sweet apologies, shed fake tears, promise to change. It's a trap, a pathetic attempt to regain the control they lost. But you're smarter than that. You've seen the mask slip, seen the monster behind the smile. And now you hold the cards. You decide who gets close and who doesn't. You decide who's worthy of your time, your energy, your presence. And most of them, oh, they're not even worth the dirt under your boots. Listen to me. They'll call you selfish for walking away. They'll call you heartless for refusing to forgive. But let me ask you this. Where was their heart when they were tearing you apart? Where was their kindness when you begged for mercy? Exactly. They didn't care then, and they don't care now. So why, tell me why, should you care about their opinion? Their guilt isn't your burden to carry. Let them drown in it. You see, regret is like a mirror. It forces people to look at the ugliness they've tried to hide. And when they see you, stronger, smarter, untouchable, they'll see their own weakness reflected back at them. That's the real power you hold. Not fists, not weapons, but the undeniable truth of your survival. You are living proof that they failed. And that's a pain they'll carry forever. Let me give you an example. Picture a bird trapped in a cage, beaten and starved until it can barely move. Now, imagine that bird escapes, grows stronger, and one day returns, not to seek revenge, but to thrive right in front of the very person who caged it. That person, they'll see that bird and realize something. No matter how much they tried to destroy it, they couldn't. And that realization, it'll haunt them more than any punishment ever could. You, my friend, are that bird. So spread your wings and make them watch. But here's the catch. Thriving isn't just about rising above them. It's about doing it so magnificently that they'll never forget the day they underestimated you. Make your success their worst nightmare. Make your strength the thing they see when they close their eyes. Let your existence become the shadow they can't escape. And every time they hear your name, let it sting like salt in an open wound. You know, people like them, they thrive on the belief that their actions don't matter, that their cruelty is just another chapter in someone else's story. But you're going to rewrite that story. You're going to show them that every insult, every betrayal, every cut was a page in a book they'll wish they never started. Because now, you're the author. And this story, it doesn't end well for them. So here's what you're going to do. You're going to stand up, look in the mirror, and see what they were too blind to see. A survivor, a fighter, a force they'll never control again. And then, you're going to walk out there and show them what regret really looks like. Because regret isn't about saying, I'm sorry. It's about looking at what you lost and knowing you'll never get it back. It's about watching the person you tried to destroy become something greater than you could ever be. So go ahead, teach them regret. Teach them what it feels like to be powerless, to be forgotten, to be nothing. Because that's what they tried to make you, isn't it? Nothing. But now you're everything they'll never be. And that, my friend, is the sweetest revenge of all. Now go. The stage is set, the spotlight's on you. Make them regret ever teaching you pain. Show them that the scars they left aren't wounds. They're armor. And when it's all over, when they're drowning in the regret you served them, you'll realize something beautiful. They never broke you. They only built you. And now, it's your turn to break them. You see, pain is a strange teacher. It doesn't hand out lessons in tidy little packages or offer clear instructions. No, pain drags you into the dirt, forces you to crawl, and whispers in your ear, "This is who you are now." But what they didn't understand, what they'll never understand, is that pain also wakes you up. It shakes you, molds you, and hardens you into something they can't control. You've been through the fire, and now you're the one holding the match. Let me ask you something. Why do you think they hurt you? Was it power? Was it pleasure? No, it was fear. They saw something in you, something they couldn't stand, something they couldn't crush. And in their fear, they lashed out, trying to snuff out the spark before it became a wildfire. But they failed. Oh, how they failed. Because now, that spark has grown into something so fierce, so untouchable, that it burns brighter than anything they've ever known. People like them, they thrive on weakness. They sniff it out like predators, circling, waiting for the moment you falter. But here's the thing about predators. They get sloppy when they think they've won. And you've been playing the long game. Every tear, every scream, every moment of silence they forced on you was just another piece of the puzzle, wasn't it? And now the picture's complete. And the picture says, you are untouchable. But don't take my word for it. Look at their lives. Look at the emptiness, the misery they try so hard to hide. Oh, they might smile, might pretend they're happy, but deep down, they're rotting. Every cruel word, every twisted action, it's all just a desperate attempt to fill the void inside them. They don't hurt people because they're strong. They hurt people because they're weak, because they're scared. And you're the proof they were right to be afraid. You know, they'll never admit it. They'll never look you in the eye and say, I was wrong, I was cruel. No, that would require a level of honesty they can't handle. But their actions, their desperation, that'll tell you everything you need to know. Every time they see you standing tall, unbroken, they'll feel it. The regret, the shame, the crushing weight of their own failure, and it'll eat them alive. You don't need to fight them, not with fists, not with words. Your very existence is the fight. Your survival is the battle they can't win. And when they see you thrive, when they see you take every ounce of their cruelty and turn it into strength, they'll realize something they can never admit. You're better than them. Always were. Always will be. But let me warn you, thriving isn't easy. It's not about forgetting the pain or pretending it didn't happen. No, thriving is about carrying it with you, wearing it like a badge, a reminder of what you've survived. It's about turning that pain into fuel, using it to build a life so incredible, so untouchable, that even the memory of their cruelty can't touch you. They'll hate you for it, you know. They'll hate the fact that you didn't stay down. They'll hate the fact that you took their worst and turned it into your best. And that hatred, that's the sweetest revenge of all. Because every time they see you, every time they hear your name, they'll remember. They'll remember the pain they caused and the fact that it wasn't enough, that they weren't enough. People like them. They think they're invincible. They think they can break anyone, destroy anything. But you're the proof that they're wrong. You're the crack in their armor, the flaw in their perfect little world. And that scares them more than anything else ever could. So don't stop. Don't look back. Don't give them the satisfaction of seeing you hesitate. Every step you take forward is a reminder that they failed. Every moment you thrive is a victory they can't take away. And every breath you take is proof that they'll never win. Because you're not just surviving, you're living. And that's something they'll never understand. Teach them regret. Teach them what it feels like to watch someone rise from the ashes they thought they'd left behind. Teach them that pain isn't the end, it's the beginning. And when they're drowning in their own misery, when they're choking on the regret they tried so hard to avoid, you'll know you've won. They taught you pain. Now teach them regret. But here's the real kicker, my friend. Regret isn't loud. Oh no, it's not the screaming, wailing, fist-pounding kind of emotion. Regret is quiet. It whispers in the dead of night when the world is still and there's no one left to lie to, not even themselves. That's when it creeps in, wrapping itself around their chest, squeezing until they can't breathe. And do you know what fuels regret? You, standing tall, untouchable, thriving in a way they can never hope to match. It's almost poetic, isn't it? The same people who tried to tear you down will spend the rest of their lives haunted by the fact that they couldn't. Their regret will be a chain around their neck, dragging them down with every passing day. And you'll be the ghost they can't escape. But let's not sugarcoat this. Thriving, truly thriving, isn't about pretending the pain didn't happen. It's about taking that pain, embracing it, and letting it shape you into something they'll never understand. Pain is a teacher, yes, but it's also a forge. It burns away the weakness, the doubt, the fear, until all that's left is the raw, unbreakable core of who you really are. And who you really are, oh, that's someone they'll never see coming. They thought they knew you. They thought they had you figured out, boxed up, and broken. But you're not the same person they tried to destroy. You're stronger now, sharper, more dangerous, and that terrifies them. Do you know why they fear you? It's not just because you survived. It's because you thrived in spite of them. because every step you take forward is a reminder of their failure. They see you rising, and it forces them to confront the truth they've been running from their entire lives. They're the weak ones, not you, never you. But let me warn you, thriving doesn't mean forgetting. It doesn't mean forgiving. It means remembering every lesson, every scar, every moment of pain, and using it to fuel your rise. It means turning their cruelty into your strength, their betrayal into your armor. It means building a life so incredible, so untouchable, that even their memory can't tarnish it. And when they see you, when they see what you become, they'll feel it. That sinking, gut-wrenching realization that they lost. That no matter how hard they tried, they couldn't break you. And that, my friend, is a victory they'll never be able to take away. Oh, they'll try to tear you down again. They'll whisper lies, spread rumors, do everything in their power to make you doubt yourself. But here's the thing, their words only have power if you let them. And you're not the same person who cared about their opinions. You've grown, you've evolved, you've transcended. People like them. They thrive on control. They want to dictate how you see yourself, how you live your life. But the moment you take that control away, the moment you refuse to let their words define you, you win. And when you win, they lose. Every single time. So here's what you're going to do. You're going to take every ounce of pain they gave you and turn it into something they can't ignore. You're going to rise so high, so far beyond their reach, that they'll choke on their own regret every time they hear your name. And when they see you, when they realize what you've become, they'll know one thing for certain. They didn't break you. They built you. Because in the end, that's what regret is all about. It's not just about making them feel sorry. It's about showing them the truth that they failed, the truth that you are stronger, smarter, and more unstoppable than they ever could have imagined. And that truth, oh, it'll haunt them for the rest of their lives. Show them what it feels like to watch someone rise from the ashes they thought they left behind. Show them that pain isn't the end, it's the beginning. And when they're drowning in their own misery, when they're choking on the regret they tried so hard to avoid, you'll know you've won. Because they taught you pain. And now it's your turn to teach them regret. Let me tell you a little story. Imagine a man walking down a dark alley. He's beaten, bruised, dragging his feet like every step might be his last. His enemies are laughing in the shadows, convinced they've won, convinced they've broken him. But what they don't see, what they can't even comprehend, is the fire in his chest. It's faint, just a flicker, but it's there. And with every step, that fire grows. It feeds on the pain, the humiliation, the anger, until one day, that man isn't dragging his feet anymore. No, he's walking tall, head held high, and the fire inside him, it's a goddamn inferno. And when his enemies see him again, they're not laughing, they're running. You're that man. Or at least, you could be. The question is, do you want it enough? Do you want to prove them wrong? To make them choke on their own arrogance? To teach them the lesson they so richly deserve? Because if you do, then you've got to stop thinking like a victim. Victims ask, why me? Survivors ask, what's next? But you're not just a survivor. You're a contender. And contenders, they ask one question: how far can I go? You see, they underestimated you. They thought their words, their actions, their betrayal would be enough to keep you down. But that's the thing about people like them. They only see what's on the surface. They don't understand the depth of a person, the strength it takes to endure, to keep going when every bone in your body is screaming at you to quit. They don't understand the kind of resilience that comes from living through hell and coming out the other side. And that's exactly what you're going to show them. You're going to show them that every insult, every blow, every ounce of pain they inflicted on you was just another brick in the foundation of the empire you're building. You're going to show them that they didn't break you. They built you. And when they see what you've become, when they realize that their cruelty only made you stronger, they'll regret ever crossing paths with you. But here's the best part. You don't need to say a word. Let your actions speak for you. Let your success be the loudest silence they've ever heard. Let every step you take, every move you make, remind them of their failure. Because people like them, they don't learn from words. They learn from consequences. And you, my friend, are the consequence they'll never forget. Oh, they'll try to justify it, of course. They'll tell themselves you got lucky, that you had help, that it wasn't really them who pushed you to greatness. But deep down, they'll know the truth. They'll know that they were the architects of their own downfall, that every cruel word, every vicious act was just another step on the ladder you climbed to leave them behind. And isn't that the ultimate irony? The same people who tried to destroy you are the ones who made you unstoppable. The same people who tried to bury you are the ones who gave you the strength to rise. They'll hate you for it, of course. They'll hate the fact that you didn't crumble, that you didn't become the broken shell they wanted you to be. But that hatred, that's not your problem. It's theirs. Let them drown in it. Because here's the thing about hate. It's a double-edged sword. They think it's hurting you, but really, it's killing them. Every time they see you, every time they hear your name, they'll feel it. The regret, the shame, the crushing weight of their own failure. And you'll be untouchable. You'll be the fire they can't extinguish, the storm they can't escape, the ghost that haunts them for the rest of their miserable lives. But don't stop there. Thriving isn't just about proving them wrong. It's about proving yourself right. It's about taking all that pain, all that anger, and turning it into something beautiful, something unstoppable. It's about building a life so incredible, so untouchable, that even you can't believe it's real. And when you get there, when you've built that life, you'll look back at them and realize something truly beautiful. They didn't matter. Not really, they were just stepping stones on your path to greatness. You know what the real kicker is? They think they've moved on. They think you're just a memory, a fading scar in their mind. But here's the truth. You're not the one haunted by the past. They are. Every time they see someone rise, someone thrive, they'll think of you. They'll wonder for just a split second if you're the one who got away, the one they couldn't destroy. And that thought, it'll fester, it'll grow. And soon, it won't just be a whisper in the back of their mind. It'll be a scream. But you're not going to waste your time worrying about them. You've got bigger things to do, better things to build. Let them stay stuck in the past while you create a future so bright it blinds them. Because that's the thing about regret. It's not just about looking back. It's about being left behind. And you, my friend, are leaving them behind in ways they'll never recover from. Let me ask you something. What's stronger? The person who's never known pain, or the person who's walked through hell and come out the other side? The answer is obvious, isn't it? Pain isn't just a burden. It's a forge. It burns away the weakness, the doubt, the fear, until all that's left is the steel. And you're the steel. You've been tempered by the fire, hardened by the blows, and now you're unbreakable. They don't understand that, of course. People like them, they fear pain. They run from it, hide from it, do everything they can to pretend it doesn't exist. But you've embraced it. You've taken it in. Let it shape you. Let it turn you into something they'll never be able to touch. And that terrifies them, because deep down, they know they could never survive what you've been through. Oh, they'll try to diminish you. They'll call you bitter, angry, obsessed. Let them throw their petty words at you like stones, thinking they'll make a dent. But here's the thing. Those words only have power if you let them. And you've already survived worse. Their words are nothing compared to the silence you endured, the nights you spent staring at the ceiling, wondering if you'd ever feel whole again. You're stronger than their words, stronger than their actions, stronger than they'll ever be. And that's what they'll never understand. You're not just surviving, you're thriving. You're taking every piece of pain they gave you and turning it into something extraordinary. You're building a life that doesn't just prove them wrong, it makes them irrelevant. And that's the ultimate revenge. Revenge isn't about hurting them. It's about living so well, so fully that their actions become meaningless. It's about showing them that the pain they inflicted didn't break you. It built you. And when they see you, when they realize what you've become, they'll feel it. The crushing weight of regret. They'll realize that every cruel word, every harsh action wasn't just a moment in time. It was a mistake they'll spend the rest of their lives paying for. But here's the beauty of it. You don't have to do a thing. Just live. Just thrive. Just be. Let your existence be the loudest silence they've ever heard. Let your success be the shadow that follows them, the ghost that haunts them, the reminder that they were wrong. Because people like them, they don't learn from words, they learn from consequences. And you're the consequence they'll never escape. So go ahead, rise, build, thrive. Teach them regret. Show them that the pain they gave you wasn't an end. It was a beginning. And when they see you, when they finally understand what they've done, they'll wish they'd never crossed paths with you. Because you're not just a survivor. You're not just a fighter. You're a force of nature. And forces of nature don't ask for permission. They take. And when it's all said and done, when you've risen so far above them that they can't even see you anymore, you'll look back and realize something truly beautiful. They didn't matter. Not really. They were just the spark that lit the fire. And that fire? Oh, it's going to burn so bright, so fiercely, that even their regret won't be enough to extinguish it. They taught you pain. Now, it's time to teach them regret. And trust me, my friend, they're about to learn a lesson they'll never forget.